How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the latest Q&A video. I said I would do kind of one or two little bonus videos because for the next 2 weeks, as I mentioned in the community post and in the channel update video, I'm going to be in Sweden, leaving early hours of Saturday morning. I'm going to be gone for about 10 days, so just taking a brief hiatus for the next 2 weeks or so before the schedule goes back to normal. So I just said I would do a few little bonus videos, one of which was this Q&A video. um, it's got a couple of questions in. The first one is from Blaze, and hang on a second now. I was just waiting for it to load up. Well, the page had loaded, but now it's gone. God, it's like being on radio and there's dead air. Let me just find it. Sorry. Here we go. So he asks, "What's the film you like? What's the film you like watching others react to the most? When will you be getting around to Deadwood? And any chance of you reacting to some animated movies? The Iron Giant, Akira, Wally, Up, Coco, Spirited Away, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, an amazing combination of live action and animation, and The Secret of Nim are a few I'd recommend." Well, I've seen. Let's go with the last question first. So I've seen Up and Wally, and I've seen The Secret of Nim, but those could be some that I could react to with the Transylvanian Girlfriend, possibly with that series that I'm doing. Secret of Nim actually is one I love since childhood. It's a great film. Who Framed Roger Rabbit is one I wanted to watch for a while because I've kind of been heard that it's kind of because I love The Mask as well, and I kind of The Mask. I think maybe they said took some inspiration from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, so I do want to check that one out. So yeah, definitely. If there's a call for it, like then with the others, like if people are looking for it, maybe because generally what I tend to do is I tend to watch what I want to watch, films that I like, or if I hear of something that a lot of people want me to check out, then I'll go for that as well. But who knows? Possibly, yeah. If there's a call for it, definitely I'll check out a few of them. But Secret of Nim is one I would definitely like to introduce my girlfriend to in particular. Up as well. Um, then back to when we'll be getting around to Deadwood. But you know what? It's always been on the list. Always meaning to watch it. I obviously wanted to watch a good bit of the films from the Western genre first before going to it. But I think now it's coming close to the time where I could delve into it. I mean, I was even thinking about possibly maybe doing every second week. So one Wednesday I do a Western film, the following Wednesday watch an episode of Deadwood, and then back and forth do it that way. So obviously I don't want to. I think Deadwood has 3 seasons. I don't want to go like a couple of months without doing no Western films. So I was thinking maybe going back and forth with that. But definitely, yeah, I do want to watch Deadwood. So I might. I think maybe at the end of the summer, going into September, I might do that. Just do every second week Deadwood, the following week Western film, following week Deadwood. So watch this space, I would say. And then the last one he had was, what's the film you like watching others react to the most? That's a great question. I think one I really love watching other reactors watch for the first time is Scream because one, it's one of my all-time favorite horror films, but I just love the whole whodunit thing and them questioning who they think the killer is. Um, I love that whole thing. I just love them trying to figure it out, piece it together. Another one I love is Back to the Future. Again, probably my second favorite film of all time. But just I just love watching people discover that for the first time. Marty and the way the time traveling is done in that one is just fantastic. And then you've got George, who's like one of my favorite movie characters of all time. So seeing how people take to him, I always find very fascinating. So probably those two in particular would be up there. Possibly the two I enjoy most. Um, Next question is from Lena D, and she says, "Enjoy your trip to Sweden." Thank you very much, Lena. Appreciate that. And then she asks, "What countries have you visited in the past?" So I think I mentioned on the channel before that I lived in America for a while in 2018. I lived in Pennsylvania, and during that stint, I visited Miami, which loved Miami. I believe I visited Chicago, and I know it was in Buffalo, which is New York. Buffalo's in New York. But before I had lived in Pennsylvania, I had been to New York State twice in the past. as well to visit. I had a friend that lived there. So yeah, I've been to America a couple of times. Been to England quite a few times as well. I have some relatives that are from London. So I've been to England a couple of times as well over the years. And then in 2019, I went to Poland and Czech Republic. Prague in particular in Czech Republic was absolutely stunning. Couldn't recommend that city more. So obviously we'll go to Sweden as well soon, but that's it. Like I really need to catch up in terms of countries to visit. I really intend to see a lot more of Europe and more of the States. I think I've said before, places like in America, like Phoenix, Arizona, or like Santa Fe, or I also want to go to like Portland, Oregon, and Maine, those kind of places. I think Texas would be really cool. Um, I think places like that I would really, really like to visit. I think to be very cool. Not sure if I'd survive the heat in Texas or Phoenix, but or Santa Fe, but I would love to visit those places. And then I said Oregon or Maine, kind of around there as well. There'd be some places I'd love to visit in the States. Then with Europe, like I really want to go to Italy because one of the reasons is because AC Milan is the football soccer club that I support, so I want to go see them at some point. I'd love to go to Switzerland. Um, I want to go to Lithuania because originally, for my study abroad semester in college, I was supposed to go to Lithuania, and then that fell through when the acting program I was supposed to be doing what turned out wasn't offered in English. So I always feel I don't finish business to go to Lithuania. Slovakia as well. I want to go back to Poland to discover more Poland. So yeah, there's a lot of Europe I want to get through or go to as well. Um, Next question is from Mark First, and he asks about what is the best film you watched on the channel? Oh God, geez, that's a tough question. I mean, I'm gonna leave out like the ones that I've kind of watched with my girlfriend on it recently, like Jaws or Terminator. I'm gonna leave them out of it because I'd seen them before, so I'm just gonna go with ones that I watched for the first time on the channel. Um, you know, I thought the Oxbow incident was absolutely phenomenal. That film was unbelievable. It was so good. Um, Scarface. I loved Scarface, and God the Godfather was brilliant as well. Um, oh, what else? Oh, some great films. Dead Poet Society was a really good one. That really packed a punch. And really, I kind of related to a lot of that with how Robin Williams' character wanted to teach English. I loved that kind of how he presented it. Like there's more of a variety in terms of how you absorb it, rather than remember it says like with that chart thing they had of how you almost analyze a poem, and then he told him to rip that page out. I loved all that. But the favorite Oxbow incident, maybe the Oxbow incident. I thought that was a brilliant film. Um, Bryce says was just interested to check out. Uh, Next is from Bryce, who is all right. Next question is from Bryce, and he asks, "Love the channel. Would love to support you further. How do I become a patron?" Well, it's pretty simple. I've actually mentioned it in the videos before. There's like basically, usually in the description of the video, you'll see a little link, and you can click on that. And there's like different tiers with different perks, as they always say. So, like the first tier is deputy. So if you it's like the €3 tier. Then you have sheriff, €5 tier. Then there's marshal. Then there's the duke, and then there's the tier with no name. So obviously, the higher the tier, the more perks you get. But there's 5 tiers there. But it's very simple. If you just go into if when you're on one of the videos, in the description of the video, you'll see there's a link for the patron. So you just click on that if you want to become a patron, if you want to check it out. And then the final question is from Second now, just waiting for it to load up again. Mary G, and she asks, "What is your favorite animal, and which films are you planning to watch with Transylvanian Girlfriend?" Um, so my favorite animal is a dog. I love dogs. I had a pet golden retriever for 13 years, and that was like she was like one of my best friends. Love dogs. Love dogs. Such a great animal. I love donkeys as well. I like cats too. Cats are really nice. I like a lot of animals, but dogs are my ultimate favorite. If I was to go on wild animals, I love giraffes and I love zebras. But overall, yeah, dog would be favorite animal. And then just to answer the second question, which hang on, now the thing is gone on me. Sorry, it's late as well. Doing this video, it's nearly 1 o'clock. Which films are you planning to watch with Transylvanian Girlfriend? Yeah, so obviously we've watched Jaws, we've watched The Holy Grail, we've watched Terminator, Psycho, and Dracula. I think that's all we've watched so far, I believe. So we're planning to watch Terminator 2. Planning to watch Stand By Me. Um, Arachnophobia is actually I've listed to do soon because it's kind of set during the summer. I think Goodfellas is coming up soon as well. I want to do some more horror films with her because that was kind of the initial thing. It was almost kind of the angle of Transylvanian watches. We're going to watch Frankenstein, Nosferatu, both the original version and the '79 remake. A lot of vampire films, Salem's Lot. I'm trying to get her to convince her to watch The Thing. I showed her the trailer and she wasn't keen. She's not good with gory stuff, so hopefully I can convince her at some point. Maybe you might just put it in the comments a lot just to request her to watch it. Um, Misery. I want her to watch Misery. Um, yeah, there's plenty of films. There's I think the Trainspotting films. I'd like her to watch them. A lot of them are kind of films that are some of my favorites. Say favorite films I want her to watch that she's not seen. There's a lot of classics that she hasn't seen. So yeah, there's a lot planned there. But in terms of the ones kind of coming up soon, Terminator 2, Stand By Me, Arachnophobia, and Goodfellas, I think are probably the next four. I mean, it could change with the next four that are planned to do that I have on the list. And that is it. So guys, thank you so much for the questions that you threw in. I'll probably do another one again in a few months. As I said, I just wanted to do a little bonus video just because, as I said, the schedule is going to be lighter for the next few weeks. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope anyone who tunes in enjoyed it, and I hope you were satisfied with the answers to the questions. But until next time, guys, slán go fóill.